Hello students, I am Rohitash Singh Chauhan and I am here for delivering my lecture on unit number 3 CVD and epitaxial layer growth. In this unit we are having first a simple CVD system. As shown in the figure, a simple CVD system consisting of a tube with rectangular cross section is shown in figure. The walls of tube are maintained at temperature TW. A single wafer rests on heated susceptor in the center of the tube. This susceptor is maintained at temperature TS, where TS is very greater than TW. Now, the steps that occur during CVD process are the transport of precursors from chamber inlet to proximity of the wafer, reaction of these gases to form a range of daughter molecules, transport of these reactants to the surface of the wafer, surface reaction to realize silicon, desorption of gases by products, transport of byproducts away from the surface of the wafer, transport of byproducts from the reactor. Now our next topic is chemical equilibrium and the law of mass action. Let us consider a unit volume of gas in the chamber. Assume that volume is small enough that the temperature and chemical composition in volume are constant. One of the reaction is given in this slide. Now next is the reaction. Now, according to the double arrow indicates that the reaction proceeds in both direction. Chemical equilibrium is reached when the concentration of each species is constant, even if the gases take an arbitrary values long interval transversing the unit volume. Now, as shown in the chamber wall, gas flow is there and wafer is there. Now, according to the law of mass action, Kpt is equals to rho SiH2 rho square H2 upon rho SiH4. Where rho refers to the partial pressure and Kpt is the reaction equilibrium constant that depends on temperature only. The equilibrium constant generally flows Arrhenius function. Afterwards, we are having second equation. Now, afterwards, if Kpt is known, we can find out the unknown partial pressure of reactor rho, which is as sum of all partial pressures. So, rho by means of this equation, we are watching that reactor rho, which is as sum of all partial pressures, are shown in the third equation. Now, assuming for example that the chamber is run at atmospheric pressure, the partial pressure of H2 is the same as inlet partial pressure. So we can use the SI by H ratio as in the last equation. Now we are having some to develop a realistic picture. Some of reactions to be included are the reactions are given as SiH4 gas reaction, SiH2 gas plus H2 gas, and another two reactions are there within these reactions. So one of the example for determining the partial pressure of gas compound is as follows. Assume a gas AB undergoing the chemical reaction as AB change to A plus B. Now then Kpt is equals to rho A rho B upon rho AB. Equation number 4.10 and 4.11 have been told by me. Now and the equation 4.12, we are having rho P is equals to rho A plus rho B plus rho AB. Now since A and B are created by the dissociation of inlet gas, so they have to be equal number, that is rho A is equals to rho B. So from equation 4.11 we are having Kpt is equals to rho A square upon rho AB, and from equation 4.12 we get the equation 4.15. Equation 4.14 and 4.15 we can find the following relation, and the final relationship have been given in equation 4.16. If we have Kpt and P given, then we can find rho A and rho v. So this is our chemical equilibrium and the law of mass action. Thank you.